face. It looks terrible. All right, so we are here and we are so happy to have everybody with us tonight. Tonight is going to be a very special night because we women are going to be sitting aside and letting the men take over. We want a man's viewpoint about Young Living products. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So we have two different videos for you and then two different teachers for you. So one of them I'm going to go ahead and start off with is my husband. My husband has Parkinson's disease, so his voice is a little bit difficult to hear. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me later. If you're watching this in a replay and you would like to know what he said, then go ahead and put a comment and I will get that. I will get the answer to you. All right, so here we go. Let's see what Javen's favorite Young Living products are.
Hey, I want to tell you about my best news. I want to tell you. Ladies around. Ladies around.
What's it give you?
I never want to slow down.
So why weren't you feeling well? You just lacked what? Why do you like Panaway? It causes you a lot of distress. So what do you do? So life is bearable with Panaway, huh? And it's better. Thanks.
Okay, so that was my husband's three favorite products. He was telling you guys about Digest, Ningxia Red, and Panaway. Those are his three favorites. So I have another little video that I want to show you. And this is a brother in New England, a friend of ours. His name is Brian. So Brian is going to tell us about his favorite products. So let's listen to Brian and see what Brian has to tell us. So Brian, take it away.
Hey everyone, Brian Stackout here. Chris asked me to talk about my top Young Living products. So I've got three to talk about really briefly. The first one is Ningxia Red. I take it not every day, but I'll take it whenever I feel like I need that extra support to start my day. I love it, mixing it with juice or maybe sparkling water. It's a great, or you can just take it right straight up from the love it. The second one is Inner Defense. Same thing. I don't use it every day, but I often will use it when I feel like I need that extra support, especially for my body when I feel like I might be going through something. So Inner Defense, take it with some water, maybe twice a day when you feel like you need that extra support.
And Brian, another thing, give a tip on how that should be taken, not on an empty stomach, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not on an empty stomach. Definitely with a little food, take it with water. I think that'll work fine, but this is great.
And it's helped you from not missing work, right?
I feel like it gives you that, it really does support you when you feel like you're down. So I definitely, these two for sure.
For immune support.
For immune support, go to absolutely. The last one I even travel with, and I have it right here on the fridge, Digest. So Digest, again, you don't need it every day, But I will say, when you eat those ribs on a business trip and you're like, oh man, one drop of Digize and some water, a little bit of water, in 10 minutes, you're feeling way better than you were.
And that was the first product that Young Living, you were convinced. that
Oh yeah,
Young Living worked.
this product convinced me.
So every guy should have that.
Yeah, Digize is, I bring it with me on business trips, travel, vacations, gotta have it.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday, you're gonna need this later because you know you want to eat the things you want to eat. You want to splurge a little bit, and then sometimes you're like, "Ooh, I need a little digestion support." Digize is the way to go. So these are my three. There you go.
Okay. Thanks, Brian.
All right, so now we've got Javen and Brian down pat. So we're gonna turn the floor, sorry about my balloons, people, that happens all the time. We're gonna turn the floor over to Philip, and he's gonna tell us his favorite products.
All right, thank you very much. Hopefully I do an okay job. It won't be the last time you ask me. But as far as ones that I use every day, are my favorite ones, probably either lavender or definitely peppermint. Whether it's in our diffuser, that just the smell of peppermint is really soothing, and the lavender as well. And then as far as topically, my wife has made a bunch of rollers. This one says tension on it. So I use this one if I've been sitting a lot. I use this one just about every day. And one of our recent jobs, we were doing a lot of mopping and dust mopping. That was our primary work. And so I would use this on my neck and my shoulders. And if I think about it, I feel like I need to use it. So like even right now, I'm just talking about, I think I want to use it here after this meeting. So even for massage, lavender and peppermint, those are awesome. That makes an awesome massage. And then even that stick, that combination of lavender and peppermint, we just got to go on a cruise for a week. And one of the days, I don't know what it was, I just had a migraine set in. And when I have a migraine, I have to take medicine right away, or I'm going to get sick. And so thankfully, I was able to go on top of the ship. I took medicine, and I just was having a lousy day. Even dinner, I couldn't really stay for dinner. But when we got back to our room, Heather put lotion directly on my neck. And then she put peppermint, a couple drops, and a couple drops of lavender right on my neck. And so that just feels so good and so soothing. And then later that night, I was able to sing karaoke. So that was pretty cool. Diagize is another one. Our job that we had to get up around 5 a.m. every day. And so when you get up around 5 a.m., maybe you don't get to take care of everything you'd like to in the morning. And so you get to work and your stomach is a little upset. Or for me, I get a spicy tummy pretty often. And so Heather's made one of these rollers with Diagize on it. And the relief from that is instant. Like the second you put that on your stomach, you feel relief and better right away. So I'm sure I'm forgetting. I know lavender and peppermint are favorite ones. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can tell, it's not coming in very well. But I started growing a beard the past month, and so Heather's made me a beard oil as well with jojoba.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
And again, there's lavender and peppermint because I love those, and cinnamon too.
Just a little bit.
A little bit of cinnamon
Mhm.
and Idaho fir.
Mhm.
And so that's pretty cool getting to use those. I used a little cinnamon and lotion on my hands this afternoon as well for my dry hands, but
Not
yeah.
so rough now.
Not so rough. And we just started Ningxia as well on the cruise because we were didn't want to get sick on the cruise. And you know, when you're surrounded by people, Heather's doctor also recently was trying to get her to up her antioxidants, and that's something that Ningxia helps with as well. So we've been taking that every day since we started that cruise, and I can agree to it. Goes really good with orange juice. On the cruise, we had some orange juice and put some Ningxia in there and had our packet on the table. And so the waitress came and she said, "Is this yours? That's good stuff." So I thought that was pretty cool as well. But thank you for the privilege. Enjoyed being with you this evening, and I'll turn it back over to Chris.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We love hearing from you guys, all of you guys for sure. But now we're going to turn the floor over to Mark. So Mark, go ahead and tell us what are your favorite products and anything else that you want to share. But I think you have to unmute yourself first. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. As I hope I'm not too long-winded. But I want to start off by saying, you ladies who are having issues with your husband and taking to the oils, be patient, because I was Claudia's worst nightmare.
He was.
I definitely was not pro oils at all. And Claudia had to be a little patient with me, because in the beginning, I didn't like some of the smell of the oils, but it took some time for me to start enjoying them. And one of the biggest things that you ladies can do is a back rub. A back rub with Stress Away and Claudia, what else do you use them? Peace and Calming. And Peace and Calming is the one that really got me. So I have been an insomniac since I was probably 10 years old, and always fought to get to sleep, always tossed and turned for hours and hours and hours. I love Peace and Calming. I'll put like 2 or 3 drops on my chest, Peace and Calming. And what's really good, if I do Stress Away on the back of my neck, a couple drops of Stress Away in the back of my neck, and most nights I can be asleep in 15 minutes. So that has been helpful. What was the other thing I was going to talk about?
Sometimes you didn't notice.
Oh yeah. So I've been doing the Nixia,
Reset.
the reset. And I think that you ladies recognize changes in your body, changes in how you feel, changes in what the Nixia is doing to you quicker than us guys do. So that's something else. If you get your husband to start taking Nixia, he may not notice changes so much. I've been on the reset, and quite frankly, I haven't noticed big changes, but there are small things that I have noticed. Claudia notices that I'm sleeping better at night, which I always thought the Nixia gave you more energy. And why would it help you sleep at night? But it does. If you take of course, you don't want to take it right before you go to bed, but it has helped me get sleep faster. It's also helped me to sleep deeper and longer. It's really been a good help for that. It's also helped me with stress. Last week, I had something that I had to deal with that was extremely stressful. And it's, of course, spilled into this week. But because I believe me taking the Nixia, I think it's helped me in dealing with the stress. And I'm dealing with it so much better than the last time I had to deal with this. And so it was kind of funny. I was at Metro yesterday, and there were a couple of attorneys walking out of a restaurant. And I said something to them. And the one guy looked at me and he goes, "Wow, you have a lot of energy." And I thought it was interesting that a stranger noticed energy, because I've definitely noticed better energy, and I've noticed better focus, and I've noticed the fact that it's helped so much with the stress. And this is a stressful life that we're living. Anything that we can do to help us with the stress is great. Another one of the oils that I want to talk about is Digize. I call it Digize. I don't know the correct way to say it. I guess Digize is the correct way. I've had issues with my belly that would just, after having dinner, that would just blow up, literally blow up. And I've put 2 or 3 drops on my belly, rubbed it, and within 15, 20 minutes, my belly completely go down. So that's another oil that I really like. So you ladies, if you've got your husband's giving you a little pushback, just be patient with him.
And there's a reason. I know this is Mark's show, but I just want to add something as a wife, because maybe so many of you have men that absolutely loathe the smell. Mark has worked in construction all of his life, and he is exposed to a lot of toxic chemicals.
And more recently, like the last 12 years, I've done nothing but work with gas and oil. And I'm talking about pouring it on me. I'm talking about pouring it on my skin, getting splashes of it on my face. So I've had a lot of diesel, all over me and smelling diesel and gasoline day after day after day. So that has a lot to do with the toxicity that I have in my body. And I know even before that, I had a job working 12 years with xylene. So I've either been using xylene or gasoline for the past 25, almost 25 years.
Mhm.
So I know that's shortened my life. It's going to shorten my lifespan, but the oils, me using them, it's constantly bringing me back. And now that I'm doing this reset, I think it's helping a lot, and hopefully it's going to purge this out of my system too.
Well, that's the reason why he hated the smell of something natural. So sometimes when you have a person that works with a lot of toxic chemicals, I have held up a frankincense bottle and gone like this. And I have had people, men, like a magnetic force, they go backwards because their body fights the oil because they're full of toxic products. So Mark had that. Mark had that for a while. And what do you think helped with that?
Probably the diffuser, having the diffuser going in the house. And now that we've been doing Young Living for 10 years now, I've gotten to the point now that I can't walk down the grocery store aisle or the Walmart aisle where they've got all your chemicals. I have a reaction to walking down that aisle. I found myself in that aisle today and I was like running through it because the smell of it really, really bothers me. I have learned through working with these toxic chemicals, everyone has a threshold and everyone has a point that they reach in their threshold. Claudia has a good friend of hers in Daytona that literally was working with tile and passed out. She had a low threshold. So everyone has a threshold when it comes to toxic chemicals, whether it's xylene, gasoline, or any other chemicals. And if you reach that threshold, you can reach to the point where just sniffing it one more time would make you pass out. And you would have to wear a mask. And I'm not talking about the mask that we wear to keep people from coughing on us. I'm talking about a real mask that would have I don't know the right terminology with those
Filters.
yeah, with the filters. I'm trying to think of the right filter, but what is it?
Heather
Charcoal
would know.
filters
Oh,
with the
okay.
right charcoal filters. So you do have a threshold, and the worst thing you can do is reach it. So if you keep yourself clean with the toxic chemicals, you keep yourself with Young Living, you're gonna fare better. And if you are a person that really dislikes Young Living products, you have an issue because your chemical threshold is getting close. Let's see, what else? What else did I want to talk about?
Shootran.
Oh, Shootran, I like. And it smells really good. Claudia likes the smell of it, so
No need to share that.
that's a good thing. Let's see.
Blue spruce.
Blue spruce. Anytime I have a part at the meeting, it helps me think better. Blue spruce and frankincense and you just said and the Shootran. I like those three for putting on me to not only smell good, but it helps me focus, especially remembering names. So that's good for that. And what else?
That's the big stuff, baby.
Anyway,
Chris, am I allowed to say something, or is it just the main show?
Okay, well, I think our men are pretty much done, so go ahead.
So, take, like Mark isn't very detailed as to remembering the why. Like if I were to die tomorrow, Chris would have to call up to remind Mark what to use the products for.
exactly.
Right. And so, Philip did so awesome in memorizing his Ningxia and his beard oil, and, Heather and Philip working as a team. You really complement each other. Like, she knows about his migraine. She knows what to do. He knows about her health issues. And so when you're able to support each other when you don't feel well, because when you don't feel well, you can't remember anything. So Mark is like, before a meeting, I always remind him, put frankincense on your head, use cedarwood on your head. I have his oils on his side of the bed. And for our family, it is something we do every day. It's something we do every day because if not,
then there's issues. Another thing about Young Living does have a beard oil. I know
Shoe-train.
there's a Shoe-train beard oil. And I learned something about beard oil just recently. When your beard starts growing out, it literally dries your skin. And that's why you're constantly scratching the first couple weeks really, really bad. But if you put that beard oil on, you're giving your skin something to drink in, and you're giving your new hair growth something to drink in. So it is really needed. And actually Young Living's beard oil is not as expensive as a lot of other beard oils on the market today.
You did so good. Yay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Before our guys go here, does anyone have any questions that they want to ask them? Go ahead. I can't see everybody, but just go ahead and unmute yourself if you have a question or two that you want to ask our guys. But I think Heather had a beard. Did you have a beard oil recipe that you wanted to share with us? I don't know if you have it there or not.
It's on my Instagram. I don't know if I could share it.
Well, go-
That would have been good to have.
Go ahead and look it up. I'm gonna share a couple more things, give you a chance to get it there that I wanted to share with everybody, but Mark mentioned it. This oil, Shoe-train, it's a little pricey, but look how huge it is. And it lasts forever. This is an amazing oil. And I throw this on Javen all the time. When we're walking out to the meeting, we're walking out the door, I just throw a drop of this. And I steal it sometimes because the scent is absolutely amazing. And I like a lot of trees. I'm a tree woman, but this is something I really love also. And another oil that a lot of men like is not oil, but product is the Coazul Sports Gel. So if you're somebody who goes to work out, this is great for your muscles and your joints. This is, some ladies like it, but this is a man's thing also. And we always have deodorant. And I absolutely love, I couldn't find it. I think we finished it, but there's a Shoe-train shaving gel cream. It is really, really nice because it just softens your beard so it'll come off easier. But it has this beautiful scent in it, and that's a really nice product for men. These are products just for men, the Shoe-train line, but we women steal it sometimes. And don't forget, Javen loves a toothpaste. Okay, would you want to go ahead and say, Claudia?
The other thing about the Shoe-train, women talk about hormones and their cycles like 24/7. Shoe-train blue spruce is very important for testosterone levels. So men don't talk about that, but low testosterone in men is very closely linked with emotional issues as well. So the blue spruce, if someone can't afford Shoe-train, then blue spruce becomes a necessity. And that's good for women also that have testosterone issues, because women have some testosterone as well. But that is like a necessity for men.
Perfect. Thank you. So I just want to go ahead. So many, I think all three of the four of you, or maybe I think Philip talked about it too. Did everybody out there tonight talk about Digest? So if your husband has not tried this, or your man has not tried this, or if you're a man and you have not tried it, this would be a product for you. I thought it was interesting how everybody mentioned this product right here. And our particular team, Mark's already started on the reset. What day are you on, Mark, of your Ningxia reset?
I'm on day 9.
Day 9. So it's 14 days. Good job. And are you doing more than just the Ningxia? Like our team, we're going to be drinking half our body weight in water. That's the goal. 30 minutes of exercise. That's a goal. Trying to keep our stress level.
We had ice cream. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, and that particular thing with with your food, we're just telling everyone, choose a cleaner plan than you normally have. I'm sure you've eaten better than you normally do.
I'm trying to eat better than I normally have, but I always cheat a little, you know. But I have lost 2 pounds with it and cheating a little bit, even drinking a couple beers and having a glass of wine and having a few candy bars I don't know about.
Okay. Well, that's in 9 days, you lost 2 pounds. That's pretty good. But just today, we got our Ningxia Reset kits in, me and Javid. Our team is going to do this starting February 19th. So here's our kit. You just love the way he opened it. It just like got ripped into a million pieces. But this is what it looks like. And every day is set out for us to know how much Ningxia to drink. And we have absolutely never, we drink 1 ounce a day. We have never drank once in a great while, like Philip and Heather. We just came back from a cruise also, and everybody crashed and burned with the ick that was with us 4 that were in our faces, and we're good. So I tend to say we were doing 2 ounces each. I mean, that was like a quarter of the suitcase because we were gone for 10 days. But we did 2 ounces each of the Ningxia Red on vacation, plus our Thieves and Inner Defense. Inner Defense, like Brian talked about, I think is a great one too. But we have not crashed and burned like everybody else.
Well, I think another good thing when you go on vacation is you definitely need to take a diffuser with you. I know we've been to different motel rooms, and the motel rooms have reeked with chemicals because they're cleaning the room. And Claudia goes, the first thing she does, we get in the room, we set the diffuser up, and it's not only going to knock that nasty chemical out of the air, but it's going to knock whatever else is around and in the air. You're sleeping in a place that you don't know about. You definitely need to diffuse.
Nice, nice. I think Denise has a question for us. Go ahead, Denise.
Yeah, Rick does. My husband.
Okay. Hi, hubby.
Hi, how's everybody?
Good. Welcome.
Good, good. So I had a question about the anxiety.
That oil's good for that.
Yeah, yeah. What's good for that? I mean, I know I was taking what is this, citalopram?
Yeah,
You know, for
anxiety.
anxiety, and I kind of got off of it because it's just so many other things that it's not good for you to take, and I was, you know, looking for something that will work for anxiety, and I don't have to take these pills.
Well, I think if you had, you know, 2 to 4 ounces of Ningxia every single day, doing the Ningxia Reset would probably help you initially. But if you did 2 to 4 ounces of Ningxia every single day, that would help you with your anxiety. Also, what helps with anxiety is Stress Away. Stress Away. And the thing is I like to put the Stress Away on the back of my neck or on my chest, but also you want to breathe it in. You want to take it in, and you can actually put the Stress Away in your diffuser at night. And if you've got the diffuser by your bed with Stress Away in it, plus you put it on your body, that'll not only help you sleep, but that'll help you with the stress. And I also like frankincense helps with the stress too. And any of the tree oils are going to help you with the stress.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what my concern was, because this medicine, you know, I kind of got off of it, but I was starting to feel a little more anxiety, and I really don't want to get back on this stuff.
Yeah. Make sure you tint your face and really, really smell it. Really, when you put the oils in, because you can put the oils on your hands and then put it on you, and then really, really smell it and get it into your system. Smelling it does wonders.
But just to reiterate, we're not doctors, and
Yeah.
we don't want to say that you can replace medicine with,
Right.
but they will definitely support your emotions for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, she already explained that to me. Yeah, I get it.
Do you have the Stress Away oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. But I'm kind of like you. I was like, yeah, right. You know, she said, smell them. Yeah, okay.
He had to hear it from somebody else.
And see, here's the thing too that you've got to remember: Now, when the doctor gives you medication, right there on the medication, it tells you you got to take this once a day or twice a day, blah, blah, whatever it says. And if you don't take it on a regular basis, the medication doesn't do any good.
Right.
The oils are the same thing. So if you want to have a regimen of oils on a daily basis, and you do it on a daily basis and you don't stop it, it works the same way as medication in that way. So you have to start doing it and you got to keep doing it. And then see, everybody is different too. I mean, the Stress Away works for me really, really well. Maybe the frankincense would work better for you, or maybe some of the tree oils would work better for you. So you got to find out what works better for you and your system. But really smelling it and really getting it in your nose and in your system and on your body, that's a key too.
And like Mark is saying, not to compare medicine and oils, but the oils are only in your system about 5 hours. So
Okay.
then, your body uses them, and then you want to use it again. So that's why you want to use it multiple times per day. Anything you want to add there, Claudia?
Thank you.
Something, when we get off, I'll tell you ways to find out what works best for you. But when you feel yourself, because when Mark would feel calm, I would say, oh my goodness, it worked. And Mark is like, no, I'm having a better day, or I wasn't sad, or I wasn't blue. So sometimes that's where you have to work together as a couple, that you know each other. And you can, the scent tent is at least 2 minutes of deep breathing with your favorite essential oil. It's not like, okay, it's really concentrating, because it goes to the center of the brain. And then jot down your reaction, even if you don't think is important. Like if you feel like, I don't feel nothing, because Mark said that's what most men say.
Mhm.
And he used to say that all the time. But now he knows how to really bring comfort or calm to himself. And that makes me happy.
Okay.
And another oil that we haven't talked about that was a huge one for Javen before going with a bunch of people is peace and calming. So some people really, really love Stress Away and it works for them. And some people really, really love peace and calming. So both of those are in the premium starter bundle. So Denise, you probably have both of those. too,
Yeah,
huh?
I do.
Yeah, I think she got a lot of them, but I've been kind of like, yeah, right, whatever. Kind of like the way you said you was at first. You
Been
just,
there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
yeah.
Philip, go ahead, Philip, do you want to say something?
I was gonna ask Heather, so when we just moved in September, and like that first week was kind of hard and was emotional for me. And so Heather had either, what is in the stick? It's either Stress Away
It was
or Peace and Calming. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I haven't used it on the regular to know what the cumulative effect is of it, but I know I was having a hard day and just felt sad. And so I put some on my wrist and smelled it, and whether it's placebo or not, I felt better. So it won't hurt to try.
Nice, thank you. Elvie, did you have a question for us? I saw Elvie's hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did. My internet's not working so well right now, so I kind of go off and on. But my question is for Mark and Claudia. I'd like to know what oils you diffuse when you go into a motel room.
So I'm an asthmatic. I have to be very careful where there's cleaners used. So I bring from the premium starter kit, I bring Raven, RC, peppermint, and that is primarily, right? That's primarily what I put in the diffuser.
Now, she doesn't put the peppermint in it at night, but first thing in the morning, she'll put the peppermint in it.
But Raven and RC, any of the eucalyptus oils that are your favorite, for me, that's what I love to have in the diffuser. And even if the room is treated with chemicals, the diffuser will knock down positive ions, and it will take whatever you're having an issue with. Like if I see a cat and a cat sees me, cats come to me like I'm Catwoman, and a cat could kill me. So I visit all my cat friends. I just bring my diffuser like this, and I have the diffuser next to me, and the cat could be right here, and I'm good, right?
Yep.
It's like a little modern day miracle. So that's how come we travel with it, because if I can't breathe, then the vacation's over.
And for us, LV, when we go and we take our diffuser with us, it's Thieves. That's my go-to. Like I do Thieves because 15 minutes of Thieves and we're all set. Well,
And
thank
we've
you. Go ahead.
we've seen a difference too. We were on a cruise one time and we got sick.
We are still on Facebook. I mean, we were below the wellness line.
Oh, there we go. And we had the diffuser in the room and other oils, and we got through it. There you go.
Thank you. Good to hear. All right, we're going to say goodbye to everybody on Facebook now and have our own little fun here. But thanks for joining us and have a great week. Take care. Bye, everybody.